If everybody is ready, we'll start the practice of today. So first, to remind always when we practice, the first thing what we have to do is to notice we are always involved in a perceptual activity. I project my awareness to something, and usually it's quite forward. That means when I look at something, now I look at the computer, my awareness field starts to focus a little bit. So the first step to practice is always just to feel how my focus is. Stay with it for a little second and then release that activity until my perceptual field start to become a bit more blurry and more floaty. So that's always the starting point to try to liberate our perceptual field from our conscious or unconscious activity. Once I did that, I can feel that each time I project a bit of my awareness again, it creates a certain shape, and that shape pulls my body into it. So let's say now I look a bit behind the camera, it creates this shape, and my body tends to follow into that shape. So after I can play with that shape. So now let's say my shape, I have a bubble here around me that's made of my awareness. Now I play, I put it forward, and now I pull it backward, and I feel what it does with my body, and I push it forward. So learn to let your body be moved finally by your awareness motion. So we'll play a bit with this, so we don't move physically and we don't use the body as primary motion tool, but as a secondary motion expression. So I put my awareness a bit more forward, focus on something, feel all the things that it does or what are happening in my body. I stop, stay for a while in that place. Now I release my awareness again and let it go wherever it wants. Probably it will go back for a certain distance. So for me, it came back here. So now I'm more here. It's like if I was pulled forward, so my body had to defend. My body had to contract in the back, in the legs to avoid me to fall forward. And now when I release, it kind of relax all this tension that I had in my back and legs. Now the same, I try to project myself towards the wall behind me, and kind of like if I want to touch the wall with my awareness, not with my body, and feel if something in my body is also pulled backwards, and then there are some tension that are created to hold myself back from falling. And then I release these tensions again. And that means now I can play with feeling it's like a wave, my body motion is going forward. So I pull a bit more with my awareness. I let my awareness go, the body sinks backwards. I go and go faster with my awareness, it pulls backward, and I release it. And now it's a bit like on a swing. I'm on the swing and my awareness is always a bit before the body. So this hand is the awareness. That the left hand is the body. Now the awareness, the body. Always the awareness comes first. And now left and right. So left first, I will go with the wave with my awareness, like woo. And after I let my body follow. So up, and now the other way around. Okay, up. It's like if you're in water, it's like, uh, and you try to let all the body be um, moved by these waves. It's like in water, we are here, we're floating in water, and the waves take our body, and there's a moment when we're in the water, it's like we're standing and we almost lose the grip of the ground with our feet. It's just barely holding, and then we feel the wave is at the end, and there's a tension here to stay in contact, and then the wave comes back. Woo! So the feeling we have in water can be very useful to apply in air. The air is a kind of water, much lighter, much less dense. Okay. Now, the air, when we breathe, it's the same. It's always waves of contraction and expansion. Let's say I breathe out, it's like, and then there's a change, and then and all parts of the body are moved in those waves of airflow from inside out, from outside in. And I try to feel that in every breathing in, my whole body is breathing in. My legs here, my legs, they are breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. So, of course, here I make it a bit schematic, that it's really like this. After there are all kind of shapes. But try to allow your body to be squeezed and expanded and squeezed and expanded by each movement and each breathing. Breathing is a movement also, of course. So it can be here. You see, always. So this is very important to learn to compress every little part of our body and expand every little part of our body so that everything can function like a connected tissue, a connected fabric that is breathing, moving. Good. So again, we will play, because we can do it many times. We will again play with moving an arm. So the first thing I have to do, let's see if I can just bring that a little bit. Okay. Okay. The first thing what I want to realize is how stuck my arm is. You see, when I push here, it's stuck. There's a line of unwillingness to participate. And why is this? Because there was a moment where I just dropped my arm. And because I dropped my arm, now my arm did not recycle the energy of going down. It was just lost here. And now my arm is heavy and is not breathing anymore with the rest. So now my arm is here and my body is breathing around it. So that happens all the time. So we need to learn to be conscious of it and realize how stuck it is. And that's the first step, very important. Because usually what we want is when we feel something like this stuck, we want already correct it in the first second. We don't want to listen to it. We don't like it. We want it to be movable, mobile, fluid. But that's not reality. Reality is it's stuck. So I accept first to feel the place where I lost my arm the last time. And it's here in that heaviness that I did not let change to lightness again. So I first connect to the heaviness. And now that I'm involved and that I'm totally invested in that feeling of heaviness, I just release what is not necessary there anymore. And then I can feel that this excess of energy is distributing in my body. Some is distributing in that part of my hand. And now, actually, my arm and hand is again lighter and more available. And see here, same. So here first, this is where I am. Now I stay with it, feel there is an activity here of being heavy. I let go that activity. Now the energy distributes in all direction and it makes my arm light again. You see, if now my arm, I let it finish, I don't just abandon it here, but I let it go up and down and up and down, then my arm stays light. So this we can play like I'm showing you, we can test ourselves using our body from the outside and playing with our own tensions and feeling it and discovering it. And we can do it directly with pure awareness, just being here. Instead of testing it, I can, with my awareness, already feel if my arm is available for movement, to if it's already busy in falling into my leg, into the ground, or my point of contact. Okay, if I notice it's very heavy, of course, I just explained you that's really nice when you just learn to go exactly where it goes, where you dropped your body the last time. Another way to play is you feel it's heavy, your awareness start to be underneath the heaviness. Like my arm is now simulating the awareness. So you don't use the arm, you use your awareness, but my awareness would kind of give support to my arm from underneath to help him. And that's another way to play. You feel it stuck, you bring your awareness around this stuckness and try to alleviate a bit the weight of your arm, of your hand, etc. Putting some awareness underneath it and just giving some little input from underneath. You can do the same underneath your armpits. Just give a little awareness there. See if it helps. You can give a little awareness here. See if it gives a bit more lightness to your head. And then a bit more difficult, especially if you're in the position like I am, in this lotus. bring some lightness underneath your knees and buttocks and the thighs and everything. You try to make it a bit more supported by your awareness. Now, without losing this sense of lightness and being supportive for our body from underneath, we just try to also feel the ceiling with our top of the head, with the top of our shoulders, with the top of our everything that is on the top. You have like little strings going upwards, and these strings are antennas, like an insect. These antennas are feeling the ceiling. It's not one poor and lonely midline that just goes up like very stiff and straight, and it's just one midline. No, alignment, verticality is tons of little ropes that just spiral upwards through your body. So this is verticality. It's just not one place. It's all the energy, currents of energy that are just rising upwards through your body. From time to time, you check, can you make your arm be less heavy, more available? Can you make your leg less heavy, more available, etc. Try to play with this awareness of the heaviness that happens very often in ourselves very quickly, just because we cut a part of our body away. We just forget about it. We are focused on something, and then this part of the body is not surrounded by my awareness anymore, and then it starts to be heavy and movable and busy, actually. Busy by absence. So finally, the whole game is to have your awareness being like a bubble of warm water that is just surrounding you and in which you are floating nicely. So you're floating in your little personal spa of warm water that you carry with you, in your little aquarium that allows you to settle in it and float and be movable, available. And when you move your awareness towards something, try to still keep a little something for your body. Don't just put everything there. You can put a certain amount of your energy to an object, to a person, but keep something to keep your body alive. We are very radical and unilateral mostly with our awareness. We put everything on that place and then on that place, and we forget to keep a little part just for the daily, for the routine the body needs, for his basic needs of balance, motion, breathing. When I breathe out, everything is letting the air go out. It's like, you know, these things for the fire. It just collapse, contracts, compress, and then suddenly when the air comes in, it fills up by itself. It's not an effort. I don't have to pull the air in. It's just because I did empty it properly, it will naturally suck the air in by itself. So usually what we don't do properly is emptying the air because we have something in us is not comfortable with being squeezed and crushed and empty. See here, my legs are a bit heavy. They're a bit heavy. So here I will send a little wave. I send a little wave. So whoop, it will go upwards to my body. I send the wave in. I relax it again. I send the wave in. And now I do the other side. And now a bit with both. Until I feel that it's flowing from the peripheral parts of my body towards the center, from the center to the periphery. It's all one breathed tissue. Don't forget to let float your tongue. Very often the tongue starts to become a bit stiff, our jaw also, and then it makes all our cranial bones kind of stiff, and then our sacrum through the spine. So from time to time, we allow our tongue to float in our mouth. And sometimes you can feel some connection with your perineum and your tongue. Well, that's it for today. If somebody has a question, it's possible eventually. Well, then if there are no questions, the next practice is in 2 weeks, in the 9th of December. It will be a Tuesday. There are, for the moment, no other dates, but I will make a little break until early January because I will be traveling. I will be in Vancouver visiting sometime again, and then I will be in Taiwan and Hong Kong, but from there I will do the meetings also. So I will set some new dates for next year. Next year it will be probably a bit less steady with Tuesday and Wednesday evenings, but probably it will be more, sometimes it will be at noon, sometimes in the evening. So because I try to respect a bit all time zones and don't have everybody always have the evening and the other the morning or the noon. So I will make a bit some turnovers, but normally, hopefully, most of you got the email. I still have some technical problems with the emails reminders, but it should be probably solved soon. So I will keep on sending these reminders. The replays are available on YouTube on my channel Body Energy Alignment. And in the next emails, there will be a link in it for the replays. Also, you can also try to log in my website, which is also still with a lot of technical problems. But if you manage to get in, there are 3 pages there. One is replays, where you have all the replays that have been done already. And there is also a page for the planned live events, so the freebies that we have for the moment. Then you can also click there to join, and it brings you directly into the meeting also. And when I will start again the full program of the monthly teaching, the online monthly teaching, I will restart it end of February or end of January or end of February. And then, yeah, I will re-promote it a bit before, so you will notice it. And also the recorded classes are coming out. We are finishing the last translations. So yeah, you will have there will be at least 3 or 4 courses coming out. So at the same time, so for the Kwa, for Tai Chi, origami movement, how to release fascia tension, and some introduction in origami movement, and also some origami movement for dancing with partners. So yeah, different courses with different focus. And also Qigong from Jean-François, the Tai Chi, me and Guilain. So yeah, different things. So yeah, next year a lot of things will happen. I'm still building the infrastructure there. So, but it's also, as soon I ditched the other platform which was really complicated and did not work well. So soon everything will happen in my website, and there we will have a nice space where everything can be found easily, and later on also we can interact in it. That will take a few more months, but yeah. So, and meanwhile we are practicing together online, unfortunately, but yeah, hopefully in real soon also. So yeah, then maybe I see you next time or next year. I wish you a nice floating time until then. Thank you for joining, and see you. Bye.